The fourth episode begins with Lon engaging Rand in sword training in the Threefold Land, while Moiraine observes from afar. Egwene tells Moiraine about a popular saying in the Two Rivers, "A watched pot never boils." Later, Moiraine and Egwene sit with the Wise Ones, Bear and Melaine. Moiraine asks how they knew their group was coming. Bear admits that it is easier for them to see what is already happening or beginning to happen than what will occur in the future. Melaine adds that they did not see Egwene. Bear reveals that since Rand is here, if he survives Rhuidean, some of the Ale will also live. "If you had not come, you would have died," Melaine tells Moiraine. She also begins to say that if Moiraine does not go through Rhuidean, she will die, but she stops herself, as Moiraine is not supposed to know this. Outside the tent, but still within the camp, Aviendha scolds Rand for handling a sword, especially so close to Rhuidean. Rand reminds her that Ale do not touch swords. So is he Ale or not? Aviendha challenges, knocking Rand down, her spear hovering near his throat. Then she sets her sights on Lon, including him in her warning. What follows is a fun fight sequence between Aviendha and Lon, culminating in Lon snagging one of her spears. However, Bear puts a stop to the friendly combat. She and Melaine remind Aviendha that she is destined to be a wise one, not a maiden of the spear. Bear admits that she too resisted her fate initially, but she eventually accepted it. She takes Aviendha's spears and breaks them. Aviendha then strips off her warrior attire and asks for permission to enter Rhuidean, which Bear and Melaine grant. Aviendha leaves. After this, Moiraine asks Rand if he plans to venture into Rhuidean. Their conversation shifts to Moiraine's intentions. Rand does not trust her, believing she is only in this for herself. Moiraine insists that she has dedicated her life to protecting him. She refuses to sit idly by while he puts his head on the chopping block. The following day, Rand asks Rhuarc if he has entered Rhuidean. Rhuarc explains that all clan chiefs and wise ones must pass the test. He shows Rand his dragon tattoo. While clan chiefs who emerge from the city in the clouds receive one tattoo, the Kari Karn will bear two. Their group arrives at the edge of Rhuidean, where they encounter the Shadow. Savannah, a wise one, interacts with Bear and Rhuarc. Both clans gather under a tent to discuss why they are near Rhuidean. Savannah reveals that she married her late husband's son, who is now in Rhuidean. Couladin declares that if his brother fails, he will go in next. Bear reminds Couladin that he must ask permission first. Rand steps forward, asking Bear and Melaine for permission to enter Rhuidean. They grant it, much to Couladin's anger, as he sees Rand only as a wetlander. Couladin lunges at Rand, but Rhuarc and Bear stop him. Moiraine also asks for permission to enter Rhuidean and receives approval. Egwene tries to accompany Rand, but the Wise Ones remind her that her path is different from that of the Dragon Reborn. Bear and Melaine prepare Rand and Moiraine for their trials. Moiraine will enter 3 rings that will show her thousands of different futures. Rand, on the other hand, will move through the glass columns, walking in the footsteps of his ancestors. Each step forward is a step back in time. Outside the city, the Wise Ones instruct Rand and Moiraine to remove their weapons. Once inside, Moiraine notes that the towering statues do not seem to be of Ale origin. She also observes the dry fog, remarking that she can occasionally see threads of the One Power before they vanish. Rand and Moiraine then encounter the Tree of Life, Avendezera. It is believed to be almost 3,000 years old. Moiraine explains that the Aes Sedai entrusted a sapling to Carrion hundreds of years ago. Unfortunately, King Laemon cut down the tree to construct his throne, which led to the Ale War. The Ale crossed the spine of the world to punish Laemon for breaking his oath to protect the Avender Aldera. They finally tracked him down on the slopes of Dragonmount, where Rand's mother gave birth. Rand realizes that he and Moiraine have been connected since before he was born. He admits she should not have followed him into Rhuidean. The two part ways. Moiraine ventures off in search of the rings, while Rand begins his journey through the glass columns. Inside, he sees Muradin, Savannah's husband, in agony. As Rand moves forward, a gust of wind nearly knocks him over, and he is suddenly hurled back in time. Through a series of visions, Rand witnesses key moments from his ancestors' past. He sees his father, Janduin, fighting in the Ale War. He sees a young clan chief entering Rhuidean and learning the truth of the Ale's history from Latraposi Sedai. He watches his ancestors living in peace, following the way of the leaf, before they were forced to take up weapons. He sees the breaking of the world, the moment when Lanfear tore open the Dark One's prison, and the Ale's transformation from peaceful servants into warriors. Finally, Rand collapses outside the glass columns. He has survived. The dragon tattoos appear on both his forearms. He is officially the Kare Karn. When he awakens, he finds Aviendha unconscious on the ground. After she stirs, she instantly notices his new markings. He asks about Moiraine, and Aviendha responds that she is still inside the rings. She returns to the tents, but Rand refuses to leave without Moiraine. Meanwhile, Moiraine continues to experience countless unsettling futures. In one, she is ambushed and killed by Forsaken. In another, she is the Amyrlin Seat, looming over Rand in the Hall of the White Tower, before killing him. In yet another, she bonds Rand as her warder. She sees Lan engulfed in flames, and herself cradling Rand as he dies in the Ale Waste. She also witnesses multiple deaths at Lanfear's hands. Outside Rhuidean, Lan and Egwene wait. Rand and Moiraine have been gone for a week, though Aviendha returned 2 days prior. Egwene suggests going in after them, but Lan reminds her that Rand and Moiraine wanted them to stay behind. Finally, Rand carries an unconscious Moiraine out of Rhuidean. Both of them are exhausted and in desperate need of rest. Lan takes Moiraine into his arms as she regains consciousness. Rand and Egwene embrace.